everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be building in The Sims 4. I know I haven't been posting at all for the past few months, basically since the beginning of this year, but I do have my reasons. I've been dealing with a lot of things in my life, and they've taken priority over posting on YouTube, and actually I even haven't opened The Sims 4 in a long time. This is one of the very first times that I opened The Sims 4 and actually entered the game and didn't just play around with CC in cast. This time I felt kind of sad that day that I built this. I was really sad and I needed a distraction and nothing was working, so I decided to play with a new kit. Look, I'm against kits. I don't like the concept of kits because they alter the whole system of game packs and stuff packs and all that. They just alter it, and it just means that they give us less in all of the other ones because of the kits. But this one was a good kit. It was the Moroccan kit, the Courtyard Oasis kit. It's inspired by Moroccan architecture, and I found it very nice. I wanted to build something modern with it, to try a more modern look, but at that point when I was building this I didn't really feel it because I felt down, and I felt kind of sad, so I wanted something to cheer me up, and so I chose one of the colors, which was this orangey reddish thing. It's one of my personal favorite colors, so I just chose it as one of the main color and went with it as a theme. I wanted to make a one-bedroom house, but it's more like a villa instead of a house, and it's inspired by modern. It is inspired by modern architecture, that sure, but it still holds a lot of the culture, and it's still a bit colorful and a little bit busy, but I still tried to make it a little bit modern, as if someone built a house in our modern times that is inspired by the traditional architecture of Morocco. This is an open house. It's very open, and by open I mean that there isn't a lot of rooms. There is only the kitchen as a room, and the room upstairs is a full room, and there are 2 bathrooms. But I tried to do this thing where it's very common in Arabic homes, Arabic traditional homes basically, is that the living room is not an actual enclosed room. It is a big spacious room that is also open to the back garden, so you can open the doors to the back garden, and you will have seating in the back garden, and it will merge with the inside seating, so you'll have even a bigger setting that joins the outside and the inside. So this house wasn't that huge, it wasn't that big, because I wanted to build a one-bedroom house, so the actual place wasn't big. So I did try to create 2 different settings where when you kind of open the door, it kind of joins into one, but the place wasn't big enough for that, so I just made one big living room or living space that is cut in half. Half of it is outside and half of it is inside. It's actually not that weird for Arabic houses, Arabic villas and houses. It's actually very common. So I tried to emulate that, and honestly in game it's actually pretty cool. One of the other things that I tried to do was, because the kit doesn't really come with a lot of different furniture, it comes with the really beautiful sofas and tables, but it doesn't really add anything to the bed category, which is interesting because they chose not to do that, because the beds, the Arabic style beds, are completely different from anything that we have in game. I don't know, I felt kind of weird that they chose to just add the columns and the windows and that's it, and some sofas and that's it, because the Arabic, or especially the Moroccan style, it extends beyond that into beds, closets, and even bathroom, even the toilets and the showers, they have different styles. I mean, they're still the same toilets and showers that we use all over the world, but they just decorated differently. they're usually embellished with some sort of design, and I felt a little bit sad that they didn't add like other different pieces of furniture, just the sofa. So I tried to make different bed, as you saw me with like the sofa. It's still functional. I actually saw this idea on Twitter. I will link the tweet down below. But it was a great idea, and I really don't know why they just didn't add a bed like that in game, but this allowed me to kind of make a special like style that suits the style of like the Moroccan inspired theme. There wasn't paintings at all, which is it's really also an interesting choice that they didn't add any like special paintings that suit the theme. Especially because a lot of the paintings in game are very modern and very Western. They're very modern and Western, and really in in North Africa, Morocco, like even the Arabic Peninsula, or even like Middle East in general, we really don't have these kind of styles at all. So I had to resort to taking some rugs and using the tool mod. I had to rotate them and move them up and down to make them into like tapestries. We have a lot of tapestries as decorations in our cultures, but yeah, they didn't really add that. And the tapestries that already are in game, there are like 2 or 3 tapestries. They are more like catered towards South American style, and it doesn't really suit the decor. So yeah, I had to do that a couple of times, but it's not marked as CC. It's just a tool mod that allows me to like move around things, but it doesn't get marked as CC in the end when you put in your gallery. It's CC free. I just want to point out that the bathrooms and the kitchen are much more intricate and a little bit more embellished than what you usually get in the game with other builds, because in the Moroccan and North African culture, I think also almost all of the Middle Eastern culture, the bathrooms and the kitchens are almost always all tiled, and they are decorated. They're not plain. They're always colorful, which is something that I try to incorporate in my other builds too. I like that aspect of my culture personally, so I try to add it a little bit to other builds. So here you can see me. I'm doing the living room, as I said. Half of it is inside, half of it is outside. I know the concept is a little bit weird, but it's actually very nice looking in game, and also in real life it's very nice looking. And I have been to a couple of houses that has this concept, and it's quite nice to sit like in the afternoon when it's like cool and breezy with your coffee and with your friends and talking and just having fun. It's actually really nice to be in, and it's a stand-in for courtyards, because bigger houses with much more rooms have courtyards in the middle of the house, but because this is a small house or a small villa, it doesn't actually have a courtyard. Instead, it has like this open concept backyard kind of thing. You can see me, I flipped this wall decal, this floor decal thing, and made it into a wall decal, and it's using a mod called the tool mod. I can link it down below, but you don't need it in your game for you to have this build. The build is CC free, and you can have it in your game without adding any additions. You just need to have the kit and the base game, the kit, and some of the other packs that I used. So yeah, that's gonna be all for this video. I know it's a little bit short, but as I said, I'm a little bit busy in real life, and this is more of a kind of hobby that I use to kind of let out a little bit of steam. But I just hope that you like this as much as I do, and if you like this video, please like the video, and if you want, you can subscribe for more things from me. And yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.